G'day everybody and welcome back. A couple of weeks ago, AlgoLaser reached out just out of the blue and asked if I'd be interested in doing a review on their AlgoLaser Pixi. It's only a real small unit. I don't know a single thing about lasers, and I thought it'd be a good introduction into lasers and to see if I want to go down that route and get away from the, I call it electro etching, where I use the electricity and salt water to etch my logo into the things I make. So even though this won't do steel, it'll be still a good insight into whether I want to go down this route or not. So we'll have a look and see what it is and see how easy it is to drive. And the biggest thing I did like about it, when I started looking into it, there's no PC needed. So you don't need to, you can plug it into a computer, but you don't actually need to drive it off a laptop if you don't wish to, which is what I'm interested in because I don't own a laptop. Anyway, we'll have a look at it and see what it's like. Righto, I'm just going to rip the box open and have a look and see what's in there. Got a pen, must be for a touch screen. Instruction manual, a few QR codes, protective screen, nice packaging, another bag of goodies, cable ties, USB-C to a normal USB plug by the look of that, bit of test wood, a couple of cards in there, aluminium cards by the look, we'll get into that after. This is the machine. Exhaust tube, Jesus, they got stuff packed everywhere. It looks like an attachment for the pipe, extraction pipe. So let's say that protective screen here goes on the top, like so. Power cable. I'm not too sure where this bit goes. We'll have to read the instruction book directly and see what goes where. I'll have a read of the book. I'll get back to you guys on how this all goes together. Okay, this is a 10 watt laser, this model. It comes in 3, 5 and 10 watt. So obviously I chose a 10 watt. Pretty much it's ready to go straight out of the box. So I've just got to power it up now. And I reckon you can start using it straight out, you know, within a couple of minutes of getting it out of the box. I'm just reading through the instruction book, which it's all pretty clear pictures and it's well written. So got a bit of a steep learning curve here, but it should be good. Okay, what I'll do off camera, I'm gonna have a fiddle around and work out how it all does work. I don't want to waste your time and me sitting here fiddle-arsing around. When I've figured it out, I'll bring you guys back and then we'll have a crack from there. Okay, so when you fire it up for the first time, it'll ask you, or you can go in and set it to Wi-Fi, which that I'm pretty impressed about, because in the workshop here, to pick up Wi-Fi from the house, it's not, the signal's not all that strong out here, and this connects up every time. I'm quite surprised. Like I know with my phone, sometimes standing at the lathe, it'll be a bit iffy. But yeah, this one, well, it's right next to the lathe and it's picking it up, no dramas. So fire it up. This does have its own, I call it ISO, I think that's what you call it. So you don't need to hook up to a computer, well you can do, and use Lightburn or other programs. I don't have a laptop, I've only got a computer in the house, just an iMac. So you can control everything, you can do whatever you want just off this panel here. You can put in, you can type into it, do what you want. You can draw, which I don't think much of. You can control it and home the laser. control it all and adjust your speeds and how many steps it does, like 5mm steps, 10mm steps, 50mm steps. Projects, you can do something on the computer, put it onto a USB and then plug it into the back, which it does come with an adapter. USB to USB-C I think the adapter is. It's got an inbuilt SD card and it's got a heap of examples that you can play around with. So my only real thing I want to be doing is putting my name on stuff, so that's what I'm focusing on. So key tags I'll put different names on obviously, but just want to mark the whole idea of this to see if I enjoy it, just to put my name on stuff that I own. Just Matty's Workshop. I've been using this through my phone. The app on the phone I think is easier to use. There's a few more things you can do with it that you can't do on here through the app. So that's how I've been using it anyway. And like I say, I've been using this off my phone. So just go to the AlgoLaser app, connect it up. Yeah, it's already connected on, and I can use everything off the phone now. So I can come back and just bring up projects and just place it on the table wherever you want to print it, adjust the size of it. You can go in here and configure your laser power, your speed it's going to work at, whether you want cutting or dot metrics, so it just does dots instead of lines, quality, all that sort of thing. And preview it where it does just sort of run around the outside of your job where it's going to actually do the laser marking. I'll show you that in a minute. I haven't really read the manual on how to drive it. I've just figured it out on my own. And yeah, I've had a few failures, but on a whole, it's actually worked really well. So you can go into the library, you can pick all these things out if you want to have a crack at those. Draw stuff up or just type stuff in. Go to history. These are all the things I've played around with. So it's not, I've tried to play around with some photos on some cards, but I've still got a lot of learning to do. But like I say, I'm more interested in just putting my name on things. This is only a 100mm square working area, so it's not that big. It's plenty good enough for what I want to do at the moment to learn on. Just on the back of the machine here, they give you this little hammer. I believe it's 30mm high. That's how you set your laser height. So whatever, you put something in there and put this on top of your job, and then you can set the laser to your 30mm height. This whole top unit, which I'll show you shortly, undo 4 thumb screws at the back, the whole top lifts up so you can put deeper stuff in. I've got a set of rollers for it too, for doing like the side of cylindrical items like drink bottles and stuff like that too. I'll bring that out after. I'll get set up and I'll put my name on one of these little wooden things and see if I can work that bit out. Okay, I'm gonna have a go at putting my logo and my name on the side of one of these key rings, wooden key rings. Okay, on top of the laser module there is a thumb screw that you can adjust your height of your laser. So I go to control and I'll just bring it over to the top of the bit of wood. And I'll set the laser height. What I've been doing is just sitting it under there, and when it goes, handle goes square. The height is good enough, and that just hangs back up on the back of the machine on its own little hook. Be handy if it was at the front of the machine because you've got to reach around the back all the time, but that's bugger all. This cover's got a couple of magnets in it. It just sits up underneath. But we'll keep that off for the moment so you can see a bit better. So I want to put Maddie's Workshop on that, so I've got it written up here already. You can change different fonts to whatever you want to do. There's a little selection, it's not a great selection. We'll try that one. You can put an underline under it, that'll do. Oops. There we go, next. Then you position this where you want it. About there, and then you go preview. And I just move the item round to where you want to. Might make it a bit bigger actually. That's actually not too bad right where it is. Well, we'll nail it there. So now I want to go to configure. We don't want 100% because that'll just burn through the wood. So I worked out if I start at a low power setting, but I'll bump the speed up a little bit. Start off at a low power setting, and then if it's not quite dark enough, just do another pass over it without moving anything. You can put how many times you want to run over the jobs, like if you want to do 2 passes, 3 passes, whatever. So I've just got a single pass at 1000 millimeters a minute at 20%. And we'll go to, we'll get out of the dot metrics, we'll go to scan, see what it does. Okay, I'll do another preview just to double check, I haven't bumped nothing. Fold the lid down. And then all we do is press start, and it comes up with a graph here, and as it's working these lines will go up. It'll show you, it'll tell you where you are on the job where the laser's working. Also give you an estimated time and how long it's taken, how many times you've done it. Like if you want to run over the job 3 times, do 3 passes, it'll tell you one, you got 3 passes set, but it'll tell you which one you're up to. It's all self-explanatory really, so I just press run and it comes up with confirm to start engraving. It's dangerous, it does that all the time. And then that's it. We're away and running. That's how quick it is. So when they say you can get it out of the box and get right into it straight away, yeah, you can. If you dare touch that lid and open it up, it'll automatically stop. It's got a micro switch on the screen, on the front guard, but there's no micro switch on the top cover, so you can actually literally pull that off while it's working. There you go, it just picked up because I bumped it. See that? I bumped it on that, just moved the machine a little bit, and it was enough to activate that micro switch on the back there, so it is sensitive. Like so, I can pull this top lid up, take the top lid off, it doesn't stop the machine. That micro switch is very, very sensitive. Probably a little bit too sensitive really, may need adjusting. I've got that set on vertical, not horizontal, which I didn't realise I did. There we go, that one's done. And it's definitely dark enough. Probably could have got it in the middle a bit better, but it's just by eye. I'll change the settings and I'll go and do one in horizontal, not vertical, so the laser will run side to side. So go back out of that, I'll go to configure, horizontal. If I'd done vertical, we'll go horizontal. It's definitely in there deep. So it works on wood. This is a box that's got me parallels in it, 1, 2, 3 blocks, sorry. So I'll set that up and raise the machine up so I can fit that under there to get me 30mm clearance. Okay, to raise it up, there's 4 thumb screws on the back here. And there is, so 25, 50, 75 and 100mm you can raise it. And you can hear it lock in. So I'll raise it up to there and see if that's high enough. It's as simple as that, and that's where that little hammer, that height adjustment lives, just on the back there. I just put 1, 2, 2, 3, blocks, confirm. I'll home the machine. And then we'll preview where we're going to put it. Okay, I've got it where I roughly want it. I'm going to go at 25% at 1000mm a minute, and we'll hit start. See what it does. Yeah, it probably is a little bit sooty around that because I'm not running this covered to deflect the air, just so it makes it easier for you guys to see what's going on. But I'll put that on the next one I do for the parallels. But that's put that in nice and deep. Didn't burn through. Anyway, I'll do the parallel box next. Definitely in there deep. Don't believe it went through. No, it's got foam in there anyway. If that went in there nice and clear, it's good. It's actually half in the middle too. Not bad by eye. I'll just show you a bit of an example on these little tins. Instead of lowering it back down, I've just stacked it up on top of each other instead of lowering it, the whole unit back down. which two of these together is the same height as the parallel box. Let's go and do this one for the wife's grandmother. Go to configure, go to about 50% power, 500mm a minute. So I've just got buttons on it because she does a fair bit of sewing. I know this is nowhere near the size of container she'd use, but be good for a laugh, she'll get a giggle out of it. There we go, it says buttons. That's just a bit of tin. It's obviously got a coating on it of some description. Zinc coating or something, but you can feel it on there. I've just cleaned all the oil and stuff off the top of these two boxes I done. And that, yeah, you can see how legible they are now, that's really good. Okay, I've just grabbed this roller out of the box and I've had a fair play with it. So what it is, just a stepper mode, a couple of rollers. There is another position you can put the rollers in closer for holding smaller cylindrical items, but very easy to set up. There's a port in the back here. It says roller or rotary underneath it, so you just plug it in. Very simple, self-explanatory, and you can place your roller on there. I've already set the height obviously because I've been playing around a fair bit. So I'm not going to use my phone for this one. I'm just going to do everything off the keypad. So to set it up for the roller, go to machine, working mode. So the X, Y, Z plane, that's for just your normal, without the set of rollers. You do have a roller option which you can do vertical or horizontal. I've only just been playing with the vertical. Or you do have a chuck option, which you can get a little chuck to drive on it if you want to do rings and little things. But we're just going to play with the rollers. I don't have a chuck for it. It's as simple as that. So we'll go to algo type. So I'm just going to type in Maddie's bottle will do. Go tick. You can check the font, so up the font size from 16 up to 100. We'll just go 36. Go next. So on this screen you can, it's set on birchwood. We want to find, I believe it's coated metal. And this will give you your power and speed and so on. So you can, we want the deepest engrave. Don't know what that button is. Anyway, speed, we'll go slow. I'm just going to change this around, see what it does. What else we need? There's how many passes you do, the quality. We want highest quality. Anyway, we'll go back. We'll go. That's all good. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see that screen, but I did play around with the size a little bit. So it'll be 71mm long, 16mm high letters. This button here gives you your positioning. And then we can just close the lid and we'll just press start, see what it does. Okay, I've just paused that. I'm going to very carefully sit that back on, which will draft the air better through the fan. Won't get as much soot. And just resume it. So on this screen here, you've got a percentage of how much or where it's up to. You've got your time and duration. This one here is how many times you're going to do it, 1 of 1. Coated metal, highest of resolution I'd say, 100% power. So it's pretty self-explanatory. It even gives you the size of your like 71 by 16 is the size I chose of the lettering. So it's pretty self-explanatory really, simple to use. I know, moment of truth, how'd it turn out? That's pretty clean, that is, eh? There you can see it. That's pretty clean. Nice and crisp. And you can feel it's eaten all that anodise off. Pretty happy with that. And that was done all off its own system without using the phone or the app or anything, so pretty simple. Well, my overall thought of this AlgoLaser Pixi, I really like it, to be honest, for an entry level, and never been around lasers. To be able to get out of the box and use it like that, really simple to use. Even though it is only got a small area to work, like 100mm square, you know, I'll put in some still shots at the end of things that I've done in the workshop, like a few of the things I've put my name on. So, and simple things like marking your water bottle. This has got plenty of my name on it. Anyway, I like it. Thanks to AlgoLaser for sending it out to me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one. Alright.